Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. We're going to talk about what is Special Forces. The reason I thought I'd make this video is because I make a lot of videos based on an SOF theme, and I realise a lot of you might not completely understand what that means. Obviously, I can't explain everything there is to know about Special Forces in one video, so the way I'm going to do this is to hit some of the main questions you guys might have. Hopefully this will give you a better idea of what these units do, but if you've got any other questions after you've seen this video, then by all means let me know in the comment section below. So what does Special Operations Forces mean? Well, Special Operations basically means exactly what it says. It describes units that are trained to carry out unconventional roles on the battlefield. This can range from more aggressive counter-terrorist and direct action operations to long-range recon and sabotage behind enemy lines. This means that the term not only applies to small top-tier units like Delta Force, but also to larger infantry units like the 75th Rangers and even the 160th SOF helicopter unit. Also, for those of you wondering, it is completely fine to use the term Special Forces to refer to SOF units, although I should point out that in the US it's generally only used to refer to the Green Berets. So who are the original Special Forces units? Well, it's hard to pin down the origin of Special Forces, but some of the earliest units that are given the title were the British and American rifle regiments from the Napoleonic Wars period. Line infantry at the time were armed with short-range muskets, so rifle units were much more effective for sniping and recon, and were even dressed in green as an early form of camouflage. Modern Special Forces, as we know them today though, originated in World War II with the British Commandos and the Special Air Service. These pioneering units specialised in raiding tactics behind enemy lines, and just about every modern SOF unit today is based in some way on their model. So what does Tier 1 mean? Well, Tier 1 is a term that gets used quite a bit when it comes to describing SOF units, and many people consider it to be a ranking of how elite a unit actually is. In reality though, all Tier 1 actually means is the level of funding given to a unit, and just because a unit is given priority doesn't necessarily mean it's any better than any other Tier 1 units. Generally speaking though, Tier 1 usually does mean the best of the best in that particular military. For example, SEAL Team 6 is given Tier 1 priority over the other US SEAL teams. That being said, Tier 1 as part of a ranking system is pretty much an invention of popular culture, and it's not a term that would be used in military forces, even if it is implied. So what is Black Ops? Well, I think this term is one of the most misused terms of all when it comes to this topic, because so many people use it to refer to Special Forces units as if all they do is carry out Black Ops. What Black Ops actually means, though, is military operations that aren't strictly legal. For example, when SEAL Team 6 assassinated Osama bin Laden, they didn't have permission from the Pakistani government. In a nutshell, even though this mission was a Black Op, it doesn't mean that every SEAL Team 6 mission is illegal, like for example when they rescued Captain Phillips from Somali pirates in the Gulf of Aden. Black Ops is basically a completely separate thing from Special Forces, and even though these units are usually given these missions, they can be carried out by conventional forces or even police units. So are all SOF personnel operators? Well, the term operator in relation to Special Forces was originally coined by the US Delta Force and was used to refer to members of that unit as well as members of SEAL Team 6. This basically referred to the special skill set of these personnel, like sniping and demolitions, which falls outside the role of most regular soldiers. Popular culture has led to pretty much all Special Forces personnel being referred to by this term though, and even personnel of units like the 75th Rangers have been called operators. The term should only really be used for personnel with a special skill set like Delta that operate individually or in small teams to complete very specific missions. So what is the best SOF unit in the world? Well, I think this is by far the question that most of you guys probably have wondered about, but the fact is there really is no simple answer. Even if we could get all the information we needed, by what standard would we judge them and how would we work out what skills matter the most? You just can't compare some units. For example, the Russian Spetsnaz are feared for being aggressive and ruthless, whereas the Polish Grom are respected for being so easy to work with. On the other hand, Delta are one of the best counter-terrorist units, whereas the Australian SASR are one of the best long-range recon units. So, as you can see, it's a question that doesn't really have one right answer. But anyway, guys, that just about wraps up this video, so let me know if you've got any more questions, and if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out the links if you want to check out any more of my videos, or if you want to support my channel on Patreon. And until next time, I'll see you later, and have a good one.